Salma Hayek's life is the kind of story that feels almost unbelievable. Born on September 2nd, 1966, in the coastal city of Coatzacoalcos, Mexico, she grew up in a world that was both comfortable and strict. Her mother worked as a talent scout, and her father was a successful businessman with Lebanese roots. From the outside, it seemed like she had everything a child could want. But even from a young age, Salma wanted more than just comfort. She wanted something that couldn't be handed to her. She wanted to earn her place in the world. As a child, she was sent to a convent school in Louisiana. It didn't go as planned. Her independent spirit clashed with the school's strict rules, and she ended up getting expelled. She was sent to live with her aunt in Texas for a while, but eventually returned to Mexico. By then, Salma had already realized she was never going to fit into a traditional path. She tried to study political science at the National University of Mexico, but something didn't feel right. Her heart wasn't in it. Acting was calling her, and she finally decided to follow that voice, even though she had no idea how hard the road ahead would be. Salma wasn't just chasing fame, she was stepping into an industry that barely had space for someone like her. Latina actresses were rarely cast as leads in Hollywood, and most roles were limited to stereotypes. But that wasn't her only challenge. She had been diagnosed with dyslexia as a teenager, which made reading scripts difficult. And when she moved to the United States at the age of 25, she could hardly speak English. Imagine trying to become an actress in a language you're still learning, especially with a learning disability. Most people would have quit right there. But Salma didn't. When she first arrived in Hollywood, she was constantly told she would never make it. Her accent was too strong. Her look was too different. Her background didn't fit the mold. One executive even told her that the moment she opened her mouth, she sounded like a maid. It was a cruel comment, but instead of letting it crush her, Salma used it as fuel. She knew what she was capable of, even if nobody else saw it yet. Before Hollywood gave her a shot, she became a star in Mexico. She played the lead role in the telenovela Teresa, and the show made her a household name across Latin America. But she wasn't satisfied with just being famous at home. She wanted to be seen and respected on the global stage. So she packed her bags and headed to Los Angeles, knowing full well that breaking into Hollywood wouldn't be easy. And it wasn't. She was offered one stereotypical role after another, but she kept saying no. She was willing to wait for the right opportunity. That opportunity finally came in 1995, when she landed a major role in the action film Desperado alongside Antonio Banderas. It was her breakthrough moment. Audiences were captivated by her presence, and suddenly doors that were once closed began to open. But her biggest challenge and biggest achievement was still ahead. In 2002, she starred in and produced the film Frida, based on the life of Mexican painter Frida Kahlo. It was a passion project that almost didn't happen. She fought with studio executives who didn't believe the movie would work. She had to push through rejection after rejection just to get it made. But she refused to back down. When Frida was finally released, it was a major success. Critics praised it, and Salma earned an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress. For someone who had once been told she'd never even get a real role, that moment was huge. But she didn't stop there. Salma knew how hard it was for Latin actors to break into the industry, so she decided to create her own production company, Ventana Rosa. Through it, she helped bring more diverse stories to film and television. One of her proudest accomplishments as a producer was the hit series Ugly Betty, which became a worldwide success and showed that Latin voices could lead in mainstream media. She also spoke out about the unfair treatment of women in the industry. While working on Frida, she faced harassment and threats behind the scenes, something she later revealed publicly. Her bravery in speaking out helped shine a light on the darker side of Hollywood and gave strength to others who had stayed silent for too long. Her honesty wasn't just brave, it helped spark real change. Even now, Salma continues to break barriers. She's acted in major blockbusters, produced award-winning content, and stayed true to who she is. She never let her accent, her background, or her learning disability define her. Instead, she turned every obstacle into motivation. She didn't wait for a seat at the table, she built her own. Salma Hayek's story is more than just one of fame. It's about persistence. It's about standing strong when the world tells you you're not enough. And most of all, it's about believing in yourself even when no one else does. She didn't just succeed, she changed the rules, making room for others to succeed too. If this story inspired you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share your thoughts in the comments. And let us know, whose story should we talk about next?